Well, hi everybody. This is my car. It's a 1969 Grosser. God help us all. Okay, it's a fuel guzzler. It was very run down. I've owned it for about 4.5, 5 years. She weighs in at about 3.5 tonne. It's a 6.9 litre engine. It's the small version of the Pullman and then the Landaulet. It's a hydraulically operated car in as much as the doors, windows, boot, front seats, back seats are all hydraulically operated. The electrics only operate basically the driving mechanisms of the car, such as lights, indicator and radio. It's an amazingly powerful car. It's a 4-speed automatic with kick down into first. You can actually do wheelies out of first at a set of lights and leave most Porsches in their dust. As I say, all the doors are hydraulic. You just touch them and it has a closing locking mechanism. The windows, an extraordinarily powerful and fast operating window system, goes down, leaving the air gap out of the hydraulics, and extraordinarily fast with the power of the hydraulics, bringing them up and closing them. The only thing new in the car is a stereo system, but that's being replaced very quickly with a Becker Mexico system that is very new, but looks the traditional design of the car back in 1969 when this particular model was built. It's of the 69 version. This had front headrests and also back headrests. All four are adjustable, as is the back seat. It folds down to a system that you can actually drive along and have it almost as flat as a daybed. The back seat on the passenger side has its own radio and radio control system, as you can probably see any second now with the camera. Headrests in the back. Each door, including the driver's door, has a cigar lighter, its own ashtray, its own lighting controls, its own hydraulic window controls and hydraulic rear seat controls. The back seats on each side and the rear view and the rear windscreen are covered in curtains and driving and reading lights. The rear headrests are totally adjustable forward and aft. A design feature of the car being used for driving sort of family, friends and royalty was a wind window that was placed at the rear of the back doors, and what it allowed was the people being driven could have the window down for fresh air if they didn't wish to use the air conditioning, which also runs through from the refrigeration area through the cocktail cabinet into the back. It allowed you to have the window down but not have your hair being blown around, as it is totally adjustable and it stops the wind deflecting into the lady's face or hair. The car is totally hydraulically operated for suspension. You can drive it as it is pictured in this position, which is a normal driving position. If you wish to, on the indicator stalk, you can raise the car approximately 6 inches. So if you're going over a property or rough road, you can actually raise the car totally to clear yourself. Because if you realise underneath, when you see later on, the car is extraordinarily low with its exhaust systems underneath. The boot is wonderful. I mean, this probably had more dead bodies in it than you can poke a stick at it. But it is totally hydraulically operated. You just pull a lever, it opens slowly. On the side of the boot, which is cavernous, there is also a container on the right-hand side that holds all the cleaning products, but the most important thing it holds is the spare wheel. The spare wheel is controlled by a mechanism that lifts it up and out over the side of the car, because you physically couldn't pull out the wheel and the tyre by yourself. It's locked into the boot mechanism, and then when you close it down by pressing a button, the entire system is closed. As you can see, it's a 6.9 litre, allows it 2 dual exhausts, and if you can get under the car or maybe to the side of the car, you'll see underneath it's extraordinarily low to the ground. On the side where the exhaust pipes run alongside the door frames, the clearance is only approximately 12 inches. So that's my car. Been a privilege to show it to you. There are quite a few of them in Australia. There's probably 7 or 8 of them. Some not as nice, a couple nicer. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing the beast, as we call it, or as most friends call it, the tractor. But as I say, it's a wonderful car to drive. It's a great statement on the road, and it's like driving a piece of art. Thank you so much.